Hi guys, it's Clark. You likely clicked on this video because of the title or thumbnail, so you must be searching for answers, feeling desperate and unsure where to turn. Maybe you're just feeling lost, as if whatever you do is challenging and your progress seems so insignificant. Deep down, you know you're not fulfilling your full potential. You feel stuck, unable to see a way out. The longer this drags on, the more hopeless it feels. I know this because that's how exactly I used to feel, and it really fucking sucks. But I found a book that completely transformed my life, and I hope it does the same for you. This book is called The 5-Second Rule: Transform Your Life, Work, Confidence with Everyday Courage by Mel Robbins. Now let's get started. Here's a definition of the 5-second rule. The moment you have an instinct to act on a goal, you must 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and physically move before your brain kills it. Let's explore the core concept and learn how it works. Mel explained that the 5-second rule actually was inspired by a TV commercial one night showing a rocket launching counting down from 5 to blast off. It was then she got this idea of using the countdown trick to force herself to get out of the bed without hitting the snooze button, because I heard that she used to do that a lot. And the rest is history. Breaking down the core ideas. The 5-second rule involves counting down from 5 to 1 and immediately after 1 take physical action towards your goal or decision. It's based on the premise that within that 5 seconds, your brain can terminate any great idea or instinct to act on a goal through overthinking. However, within that 5 seconds, you can regain the control by physically moving immediately after 1, thereby activating a part of your brain called prefrontal cortex to change a bad habit. Because believe it or not, that's all that is, bad habits. The 5-second rule focuses on changing one thing, and that's you, which in turn transforms everything about you. The book addresses the negative labels that we assign to ourselves, like being a procrastinator, a worrier, lazy, disorganized. These are actually habits, not defining traits. Understanding this, you can change by stopping the overthinking and having a bias towards action. How I found this book and what you can expect. I've read a lot of books. Some are on leadership, others are on business, and a lot of them are on self-development. Most offering concept-based contents that's inspiring and helpful in the moment, but the impact often fades quickly into the chaos of everyday life. Then I found this book, and it absolutely changed everything. I believe this book can give you the courage and confidence to push forward in life. Whether it's pursuing goals like starting a business, speaking up in a meeting at work, reorganizing your home, losing weight, leaving a toxic relationship, or just simply getting out of bed on time without hitting the snooze button. The challenge here isn't knowing what you need to do, but actually doing it. It's a lot easier said than done. What I love about listening to Mel is her no-nonsense approach. She gets straight to the point, skipping all the pointless metaphors and abstract examples that makes you fall asleep. It's all clear, direct, and no BS. Coming from a legal background, everything that she writes is backed by scientific evidence and real life testimonies. Almost like she's proving a case in a court. Most importantly, she walked the talk, coming from her darkest days when her finances, career, parenthood, marriage were falling apart, to now becoming a world-renowned inspirational speaker. From losing everything to now having complete control over her life. That's something to admire. How the 5-second rule changes everything. The rule teaches you how to change and the tool you needed to transform every aspect of your life. Bringing out your best version, giving you control, overcoming fear, and finding life's meaning. It awakens the inner genius, leader, rock star, athlete, and the change agent in you. In this book, Mel talks about how to use the rule to improve your health, to end procrastination, stop worrying, end anxiety, beat fear, build real confidence, pursuing passion, and enrich your relationship. Example of application. Let's use an example to see how this system works. Imagine you're setting up a plan to go to gym at 10 o'clock in the morning. As the time approaches 9:59, and trust me, your brain will start making excuses. Excuses like you still have a lot of work to do, or your body might be still sore from the other training day, or the gym might be too crowded at this time, on and on. That's when you have to immediately start counting from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just put on your shoes, walk out the door without considering your feeling. If you don't act immediately after 1, trust me, your brain would convince you not to go. A very important point to note, by counting backwards, it will actually temporarily block your mind from generating excuses, giving you back mental control just long enough for you to follow through with your instinct to act. It's such a neat trick because both counting down and generating excuses use the same region of your brain. Only one task can be completed at any one time. And that's why it works. In her book, Mel explains that we're feeling animals that think rather than thinking animals that feel. This is significant because we often let our feelings just dictate our actions. Great people in history like Martin Luther King Jr., Winston Churchill, they all have struggled and hesitated, and all of them have to overcome their feelings to achieve greatness. I know from personal experience that despite the feeling of overwhelmed and thinking our problems are unsolvable, deep down, we all want to solve them and to get better. Most people know what they need to do for a better life. But the problem is our brains are wired in a way to avoid hard, fearful, worrying situations. It's preventing us from living to our fullest potential. It's why we have to trick our brain so that it works for us instead of against us. My 6 favorite quotes from this book are, "You're 5 seconds away from a complete different life." Logically, you know what you should be doing. It's your feeling that stops you. You can't control how you feel, but you can always choose how you act. You will never feel like it. If we learn to act on our instincts throughout the day, we can achieve amazing things. You will miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. What people don't talk about is that you never regret the shots that you do take. The changes in my life from reading this book just too many to count. From getting up on time to organizing my home to end procrastination at work and reconnecting with someone important in my life. Each time I ignore my feeling and act on my instinct, I gain more courage and more confidence to solve more difficult problems in my life. The fact that you're watching this video and the 3 others I made is the best proof. The book pushed me to start this channel and pursue my passion, something that I wanted to do for years but never had the courage to actually do it. Am I doing perfect? No, very far from it. But as Mel says, winning is a numbers game. To play any game, you have to start. You probably know the famous artist Picasso and his nearly 100 masterpieces. But I bet that you didn't know is that over his lifetime, he created 50,000 works of art. And that's 2 per day for just 100 masterpieces. Imagine that. Mel also explains in her book, her favorite vacuum cleaner is a Dyson. So is mine. She explains that there's no wonder why Dyson doesn't suck at sucking up the dirt. Did you know James Dyson created 5,127 prototypes to eventually lead to the development of DC-01, the world's first backless vacuum cleaner? Success is a numbers game. You're not going to win if you just keep telling yourself to wait. The more often you choose courage, the more likely you will succeed at getting what you want. When you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and push yourself forward, that's the moment that you discover magic in your life and open yourself to a number of possibilities. Who is this book for? I believe this book is for absolutely everyone who wants to break the cycle of inactivity, the root of most problems. Deep down, we all know what we should be doing, but we often just don't do it. If we can't do the smallest things, how can we have the courage and confidence to do harder ones? Mel convinced me to believe in myself, and I believe she can do the same for you. You can find this book pretty much everywhere, online, in store, or as an audiobook. It's been translated into over 30 languages. You need to pick up one today and start reading and start the transformation. I hope you find this video helpful. And if you do, please click on the like and subscribe. Remember, it takes 5 seconds to change your life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.